Hello everybody, it's your favorite bookworm here, and I'm so sorry for not uploading in the span of time it has been since like August, so about 5 months give or take. It's February now, so yeah, I'm so sorry. I've been caught up with a lot of bookwormy things, and it's really cold in here now, ironically, since last video it was really hot. It's about 20 degrees in here, Fahrenheit, so it's kind of cold. But I got a lot of books, so we gotta go start this off quick. So let's grab the first one. So the first one we have here is How to Know the Wildflowers by Mrs. William Starr Dana, and she kind of pioneered like guidebooks in general. I mean, this probably wasn't pocket sized at the time, but very guidebook-like. Very good book for what I got it for. It was like 80 cents. I think it would go for like 12. I mean, you can get it cheap now for used. And I was really caught up in this whole conspiracy because I was like, this sounds like the same book. This must be the same author. And apparently, I had gotten How to Know the Ferns before by Frances Theodora Parsons, and they're the same person. This is just her more recent name. She changed names. It's like a 1970 edition, I think. Let me check. Second edition, doesn't really say, but it's a reprint of the 1899 edition. This one's pretty cool if you like ferns. I like all kinds of wild plants, so having a fern book and a flower book is like amazing. Pretty cool finds. And this one is, I ordered this one online, so it's not really a haul, more like, this is just what I'm reading. It's really janky, but you can get it for probably good quality at like Barnes & Noble. Like this is a Barnes & Noble copy. But yeah, I'm reading War and Peace. Very big book. Lots to read, but I got kind of drawn into it. It's kind of a very big book for a bookworm. It's very big. Very thick. But it's good so far. And I've been trying to finish up this one. I'm a big fan of the Beach Boys. I'm probably going to be done soonish. It's about Brian Wilson. I also have a book from Mike Love, and I don't know if I'll read that one anytime soon, but it's kind of interesting. They're both kind of polar in terms of the band, but you know, it's good to have both perspectives. So maybe I will read that one at some point. These are mostly just like books I've gotten that I like ordered or asked for, so I'll go through those first. And then I'll just explain, you know, if I got this or if I hauled it or something. I have big hauls, but a lot of the books are kind of uninteresting. I've been hitting kind of a weak spot late months. I don't know what's going on, but, you know, it kind of happens. So this book I've been pining for a while. This is Mushrooms Demystified by David Aurora. And this book has literally everything you need to know about mushrooms. It even has color photographs. It even has a ruler on the back. And it is amazing. It's older edition now. I would say like 1985 or something like that. Good book though. Definitely suggest to pick it up if you're interested in mushrooms, because it is big but affordable. If you want to like really start, it's like probably like $25 for all that information. Excuse me. So now we got the last big book that I got. Let me fix the camera a bit, and this is The Isle of Dogs art book. I was really impressed when I found this. I thought, wow, you know, it's one of my favorite directors, and it's a really cool artistic movie in general. Good voice actors. Everything about this movie is really good. The story's kind of weak. I have to admit the story is kind of weak. It's very basic, but it's got a lot of unique elements that make it different than just the story it would have been if it was just a story. You'll know when you watch the movie. It's hard to describe without spoiling it. But as you can see, there's a lot of rough drafts of the movie. Art. There's a lot of movie talking in here, like talking about movie inspiration for this one, because it's Japanese based. It's more Japanese influence, so they had a lot of Japanese influence from other movies. And I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't even know. I'm probably like 3/4 of the way done with this book. I'm kind of saving it and savoring it in parts. because I like to just kind of make my books last, so I'm just kind of jumping in there. So we'll be done with that one soon too. It's pretty good. A little bit more on the pricier side, but if you ever get a chance to pick it up, or you get it from a library, something like that, do so, because art books are amazing to keep. They're good for inspiration if you're an artist, or good for kind of like making the mind think instead of watching a movie or something. You can really look at what went behind a certain movie or show. Oof, so many books. Alright, let's just keep going. Wartime Recipes. I thought this book was going to be pretty big. This book is about the size of me. Kind of small. I mean, to me it's huge. Most books are. But this one's like a gift book, I think. Yep, a Gerald gift book. But it's pretty cool. Kind of takes cook booklet pamphlets and everything and made into like a compilation of books. Recipes. We'll just kind of put that there. We got the Secret Diary of Laura Palmer. Also ordered this. I've been meaning to read this for a while. Like, I've been starting a lot of books and not finishing them, which is a really bad habit to have. But it kind of makes for interesting, like, oh, it's like watching a Netflix movie, you know, or a show. Movie would be kind of more jarring. With a show, you can kind of pause it and watch a different show. With books, it's kind of like it for me. I want to read more about this, you know, thing or that thing or something. It's not really easy to pick up, but it kind of diversifies taste, I guess. And this is just, you know, kind of chapter book format, or young adult novel format. I wouldn't even know what to call it, just novel format. It's but it's the Diary of Laura Palmer, so it's definitely a Twin Peaks book. I don't know who wrote it though. Let me see. It's seen by Jennifer Lynch. Yep, it's pretty cool. This I got from an antique store. This is just a little flower guide. It's kind of like, it's kind of color coded too, which is really cool. And I like how it has the Great Lakes in northeastern U.S. because I am in the Great Lakes states. I am in Michigan, so it's very appropriate. This one I haven't read yet. Got it for Christmas. Curious History of Food and Drink. I think it's more like a timeline format. It's really cool. I should read it. I just have so much on my plate, so bookworm job is never done. Here's a bookmark. I'm just getting more of those. This one I haven't really read either. Also asked for Christmas. Most of the books I ask for are used. I like to just kind of save and, you know, recycle books and everything. So this is about the medicine wheel. Kind of by month, I think it is. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Moving on, we have this is kind of inspired by my love of War and Peace. It's kind of the Tsar at the time, Alexander the First, and it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm not so very far in this one either at all. Probably got like through a chapter or something. But let me see if I can find a good woodcut. I can't, but it's just text mostly. Pretty good though. If you are interested in historic novels or historic, like this is very non-fiction. It's a biography, so it's pretty cool. Pretty, hopefully accurate. I got a lot of cookbooklets. I guess I'll show them. This one is Stanley's Selected Recipes. It's got really nice color photos. And I think this is, God, I don't know. Well, that's cool. Very nice painting there for children. What is it? Infant feeding? Is that corn syrup? Dear Lord. Yeah, this kid needs all the sugar he can get. No, that's awful. I didn't even see that. Okay, so I guess corn syrup is a, you know, approved child food, which obviously it's not now. I probably wouldn't touch this stuff, but it's so prominent in food that I eat these days. It's like I can't avoid it. That's crazy though. Let's see if there's anything else weird. This is the Watkins cookbook. This is also doesn't have a date. But it has also very nice old colored pictures. I'd say This is 1930s. It's got a very nice 1930s aesthetic to it. I'm just flipping through it. I mean, I can flip through it on camera. Sorry about that. It's got some really nice recipes. Basic. And, I'm pretty sure this is a spice and medicine company. And they always did this where they would, like, give out cookbooklets for stuff that they had. Like, I think most of these are just, like, cookbooklets for, yeah, different companies. Most of these don't have dates on them. Most of these are 1930s too, I believe. Like, look at that. Devil's food cake. Corn syrup, more of that. Donuts. Yummy. So, this one actually seems pretty good too. I don't really cook with my cookbooks, but you know, there's always a chance, time and place for that kind of thing. Alright, so we're running up on our last couple of books here, so I'll just try to review them as best I can. This one is actually a cookbook itself. This is, got a lot of recipes in here. Got it from an antique store. Let me see this one, let me check this one. 1937, so this is before World War II, just about on the brink. And there's all these really cool written recipes and stuff, and it's really janked up, but that's part of why it was probably used so much, you know? I mean, if you see more janked up a cookbook gets, the more it's been used, which you can trust that. Just remember that, and you'll probably find the best cookbooks you can get. True story. This is, I don't even know where I got this one. I went to a book sale this past weekend, and I'm pretty sure it's from the same one, but I went to this book sale back in, like, December, or, like, I'd say November, so that was a long time ago, but this is pretty cool find for me. I love all the edible books. I collect them just as much as I do for mushroom books. And there's different recipes in here, different plants. Burdock, very popular wild edible. Yeah, take caution when picking it. Pretty cool. This one is more like a 70s-esque, which is really neat. I like, all time, like, decade books. Like, I like seeing what was going on at that certain time. Like, certain people write about certain things. I don't know how to put it into words. It's really interesting to kind of, like, find yourself through each and one of these books. Like, there's always some kind of different concentration on something. I always see with World War II, there's a lot of focus on, like, saving food. And, like, I don't know. Like, I don't even think they had to be wild edible books back then. I've only seen, like, guidebooks for, like, nature and stuff for that time. So, you know, it's kind of a mystery for me. I'd love to see some of those books, wild edibles, from, like, that time period. To finish this all off, this is the medicinal plants and herbs guide that I've wanted for a really long time. By Peterson. Published by Peterson. It's in color, which is really helpful, and it's a pretty cool book if you want to get started on medicinal plants. I'd say I have the Peterson Wild Edible Guide. Pretty good for all guides, really. So yeah, that's my book haul.